Being a Viking means you're tough. It means you don't back down from a challenge. In difficult times, you rise up and make change happen. And Del Mar College is where change starts. We're still teaching, so don't stop achieving. Del Mar College. Apply now.
Fast track your success at Del Mar College with affordable continuing education programs that you can complete in 2 to 16 weeks. There's nothing standing in your way. Del Mar College. Get work ready. Get career ready. Faster.
Hello, I'm Dr. Roland Hernandez, your proud superintendent of the Corpus Christi Independent School District. Each and every year we have this opportunity to recognize our top 10 students from each high school. We get to learn of their accomplishments and what they plan to do in the very near future. We continue to be impressed with the great work done, and then especially where you're headed off to and what your career or interests are. So as superintendent of the school district, I wanted to wish you, and on behalf of our Board of Trustees, the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you for representing your high schools and CCISD the way that you have. We're very proud of you, we're going to miss you, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Being a Viking means you're tough. It means you don't back down from a challenge. In difficult times, you rise up and make change happen. And Del Mar College is where change starts. We're still teaching, so don't stop achieving. Del Mar College. Apply now.
Fast track your success at Del Mar College with affordable continuing education programs that you can complete in 2 to 16 weeks. There's nothing standing in your way. Del Mar College. Get work ready. Get career ready. Faster.
Hello, I'm Dr. Roland Hernandez, your proud superintendent of the Corpus Christi Independent School District. Each and every year we have this opportunity to recognize our top 10 students from each high school. We get to learn of their accomplishments and what they plan to do in the very near future. We continue to be impressed with the great work done, and then especially where you're headed off to and what your career or interests are. So as superintendent of the school district, I wanted to wish you, and on behalf of our Board of Trustees, the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you for representing your high schools and CCISD the way that you have. We're very proud of you, we're going to miss you, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Being a Viking means you're tough. It means you don't back down from a challenge. In difficult times, you rise up and make change happen. And Del Mar College is where change starts. We're still teaching, so don't stop achieving. Del Mar College. Apply now.
and gentlemen, welcome to our 2020 commencement ceremony for Harold T. Branch Academy. I am Dr. Rodriguez, the proud principal, and I'm here to welcome not only guests, friends, as well as those out in the land of social media. We're glad you can be with us this evening. It is so good to physically see all of you graduates together. Thank you for being here. So let me be the first to congratulate you. Our seniors sitting before us, if you want to go ahead and take a seat, seniors. Our seniors sitting before you represent innumerable awards and recognitions. These honors are the achievements that bring great credit to you, your families, your school, your community, and to all the teachers who have supported you along the way. At this time, I would like to ask that everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, our national anthem, and welcome address, led by Matthew Sanchez, our Student Council President.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On behalf of everyone graduating tonight, welcome and thank you for coming. To my classmates, in a few hours, we'll walk out as high school graduates. Let us take time to reflect on the journeys we have been through and look forward to what we have yet to accomplish. To our families and guests, including those at home, thank you for supporting us through our journey in reaching this first milestone in our lives, our high school graduation. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. You may be seated. At this time, I am honored to recognize our distinguished guests who are joining us at the special ceremony. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. We ask that you hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. Representing the Corpus Christi Independent District's Board of Trustees, President Ms. Jane Bell, Vice President Mr. Jaime Arredondo, Assistant Secretary Ms. Alice Upshaw Hopkins, Trustee Mr. John Longoria, Trustee Dr. Tony Diaz, and representing the Corpus Christi Independent School District Administration, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Roland Hernandez, Deputy Superintendent of Business and Support Services, Mrs. Karen Griffith. Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Maria Luis Guerra. Chief of Staff, Ms. Kimberly James. Representing high school directors, Dr. Laura Stout. Representing elementary directors, Dr. Ralph Silva. Representing elementary director, Ms. Angie Ramirez. And representing middle school director, Dr. Sandra Clemens. Representing our friend and partner, Del Mar College Administration, Patricia Benavides Dominguez, Dean of Student Outreach and Enrollment Services. And I just want to bring special acknowledgement to Del Mar in partnering with us in helping stream this evening and all the support they've been provided. Thank you. At this time, I want to bring acknowledgement to some special people in our school. Mr. Pablo Perez, Mrs. Melissa Mayak, who will be helping us, and all the teachers and staff representing Branch Academy. If you can just wave so people can see you, thank you for your support and love that you always give. I would like to welcome to the podium our President of Board of Trustees, Ms. Jane Bell, to the podium.
Good evening, graduates. On behalf of the Corpus Christi Independent School District Board of Trustees, it's my distinct pleasure to congratulate you on this important milestone, graduation from high school. I am so grateful we are able to gather in person to celebrate you. I also want to welcome those who are joining us tonight via the live stream. While we miss our usual large crowds, we accept these adjustments in order for our students to be honored and walk across a real stage. Class of 2020, it's finally your time. The end of your senior year has come, and while it looks different from what you expected, we recognize the significant achievements we are celebrating tonight. As we gather in the stadium, we've all felt the impact of COVID-19, the economic upheaval, and most recently, a heartbreaking national tragedy. This complex, worrisome time makes us all feel vulnerable. As I look out onto the field of graduates, I take comfort in seeing the hope, courage, and excitement on your faces, and know you are on the path towards helping care for our community when our community is in need. I am so proud of the brave, smart, well-educated men and women who are graduating. I know you will use your skills to make our world a better place. You're needed now more than ever, and we believe in you. Sitting on the field, I see leaders who will solve the challenges we face today. I see future doctors, nurses, scientists. I see future leaders in their cities, communities, and churches. I see our country's bright hope. For those preparing to enter military, we thank you for your willingness to serve, and we look forward to you representing your community. For those of you continuing education at a university or college, we encourage you to take full advantage of the scholastic opportunities, as well as opportunities to test your knowledge in the field. For those headed to employment, we appreciate your contribution and dedication to your community. We encourage you to continue building your skills and to take advantage of training opportunities so you will always be in demand in the workforce. Certainly, it is a new day in education. You experienced the transition firsthand. There will be a need for nimble educators who are creative and inspiring and can deliver high-quality education in any setting. There is nothing we would like more than to welcome you back to CCISD as a leader in public education. No matter your choice, I know you will always take time to give back to your community. As you reflect on the path that led here, let us be thankful for your parents, guardians, teachers, and those who helped you along the way. Now it is your turn to be that person. Be of service to others. Show compassion, be kind, and care selflessly for one another. For it is in the giving where one finds true happiness and success. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer our heartfelt congratulations once again on earning your high school diploma. We recognize the hard work, the dedication, the resilience, and the grit that carried you through both your education and these unprecedented times. Enjoy this moment, class of 2020. We love you. We are so very proud of each and every one of you. I know you are tired of hearing the words, stay at home, but we really would love for you to come back home to Corpus Christi. The world is yours now. We anticipate great things from you and continue to cheer you on. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. The Corpus Christi Independent School District and Harold T. Branch Academy are extremely delighted to recognize some special seniors tonight. To start, I am pleased to recognize two special seniors today for a very special accomplishment. These graduates have maintained perfect attendance throughout their high school years. Imagine, every single day, rain or shine, a little under the weather, at this time, would Antonio Hernandez and Caitlin Moreno please stand to be recognized? It is quite an amazing accomplishment. We are super proud of you. I am also pleased to recognize some other seniors, those who are joining armed forces and who are there today or are on their way. At this time, would our military recruits please stand to be recognized? Congratulations, and we are proud of you serving our country. I am pleased to honor and recognize our honor graduates. The names are listed in your program. Would all the Harold T. Branch Academy honor students please stand? Summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Congratulations. Thank you for your achievements and all your hard work. You may be seated. I am proud to announce the top 10 Branch Academy graduates. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been recognized. Caitlin Moreno. Alyssa De Leon. Brandon Gonzalez. Jeslyn Sanchez. Grecia Lopez. Jennifer Gibson. Justine Gomez. Felicity Woodson. Alexa Perez. And Diamond Solis. What a commendable accomplishment for you all. Congratulations for all your hard work. It certainly paid off. You may be seated. I am extremely delighted to recognize two very special seniors today honored for another special recognition. To begin, I will start with a student who maintained a grade point average of 113.18, is committed to education, her peers, and community. She completed an associate's degree in liberal arts. She has been involved in extracurricular activities such as National Technical Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. This student has spent many hours volunteering in the community and has privileged to have an internship that have led her to a full-time permanent position at the Workforce Solution of the Coastal Bend. She plans to continue her education at Texas A&M University to major in either music or business. At this time, I would like to ask Alyssa DeLeon and her parents, Mr. and Miss Susie and Jeremiah DeLeon, to please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to our 2020 Salutatorian. Please direct your attention to the video board as she presents her speech.
3 years ago, I was backstage at the Selena Auditorium helping out with the class of 2017's graduation. At the time, I was just kind of there, waiting to be useful and listening to the speeches, when I heard their class's salutatorian say two words I never in my life wanted to hear again: grow up. At the time, it didn't make sense. I wondered, why would anyone want to trade the ignorant bliss of childhood for the hardships of adult life? But that, of course, happened before Hurricane Harvey and before our college classes got difficult. It happened before we lost our classmate, Chance, and before our senior year was cut short by a global pandemic. So I think by now, our class has learned the meaning of the word hardship, whether we wanted to or not. Growing up, I think, just involves trading one aspect of life for another. We traded nights full of rest for nights where we stayed up late working or on social media. We grew out of our childlike bodies and into our adult-like ones. We traded ignorance for wisdom, innocence for maturity. And maturity and wisdom have served us well, haven't they? We've seen the sadness of the world, and those two things have gotten us through it. We've experienced hardship and loss and come out stronger for it. So yes, growing up is a good thing. I won't deny that. Our class by now knows the benefits of being mature and wise and having the resilience that comes with that. At least I hope we do. So let's switch gears. Let's talk about kids. While we're growing up, trying to figure out how to function as adults, there are some things we can learn from the little kids in our lives. Well, like what, you may be asking? Well, first, have you noticed that kids are better at asking questions than adults? They ask questions about all sorts of things, and when you try to give them an answer, what's the next question out of their mouths? Why? This is so universal when it comes to little kids. I've heard it used in jokes and parables alike. But my question is, why is that just the thing little kids do? What happens between the time you're a little kid and the time you're an adult that kills the questioning attitude that's so ingrained in these little kids? The first quality I'd like to encourage the class of 2020 to keep is their inquisitiveness. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask them, especially if they're important to you. The second thing is humility and a willingness to learn. This one I've heard a million times because I struggle with this one too. Little kids, really little kids, are teachable. They see the world as an opportunity to learn. They do not presume to know everything, that'll come later, but they run to people that they trust when they come across a problem that they cannot solve themselves. Now, we're not little kids, so some of us may have grown out of this by now. But this is something that we can continue to strive for. There is no shame in not knowing everything. That's what the people around you are for. Being teachable will be invaluable, both for learning and improving yourself. There's one last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. In the world around us, many people look and see no reason to be optimistic about the future. Not little kids. Do you remember what it felt like to want to be an adult? When people would tell you, enjoy childhood while it lasts, we would only dream of the future and what it might feel like to drive or stay up late or to have our own place. Class of 2020, that's the point we're at right now. Some of us are about to leave home and go off to college. Others will stay at home for now, but will start on the path to being on their own. Are we still looking forward to the joy that the future may hold? Class of 2020, it's hard to keep your thinking positive when life around you is so difficult. But learn from your childhood self and remember that there will always be something to look forward to. I still don't think that growing up is everything that we thought it would be. We never could have predicted what would happen to our class, even before we became adults. However, not everything involved in growing up is bad. Adult life teaches us maturity and wisdom if we let it. So, yes, I'm going to end up repeating those words I never wanted to hear again. Grow up. Please grow up. But also, learn from the little kids in your life, even if you're just learning from your own childhood memories. Learn inquisitiveness, humility, and optimism. If you do that, adult life can and will be yours to enjoy. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it is my dream and honor to be able to speak in front of all the students, families, teachers, and staff of Herald T. Branch Academy. Our senior class has experienced many difficulties, but we have been surrounded by several heroes that have helped us persevere. Congratulations to us all for being able to finish our high school journey in such historic hardships. Given the circumstances that we have faced, I think it is important to acknowledge the everyday heroes in our current lives. In doing so, 3 superhero characters come to mind as we reflect on our everyday heroes throughout our educational journey. First, the teachers and staff at Herald T. Branch Academy. I identify them with the superhero, the Flash. Although we have had them for a fast 4 years, they have stood behind us, in front of us, and beside us. No matter the situation or how hard life was hitting us, they were continuously there checking up on us. We were not just students to them, they treated us as family. The teachers and staff have made Branch feel like home and made us believe that we can be who we really are. They have been our flashes of light, hope, inspiration, and faith. Their hard work and dedication has helped us achieve many things we may not have gotten anywhere else. They believed in us more than we believed in ourselves sometimes. The joy and kindness you displayed for us from just a simple smile, wave, or acknowledgement was much more than you will ever know. You all made us feel important and believed in the potential we may not have seen. As we enter our new journeys, please know that the knowledge and life lessons that you provided us has helped us become stronger and smarter adults. Second, family. I identify them with the superhero, Superman. No matter where I am or what I am doing, my family will always be there to guide me. You all have supported me throughout my educational journey. To my family, you trusted me by letting me attend a school that you were unfamiliar with. You had faith in my abilities. No matter the time or day, you were always there to make sure I had what I needed to succeed. Even though it was frustrating at times, you never gave up on me. You have shown me unconditional love and support, and I am proud to be your daughter. My sister is and will always be my eternal best friend. Throughout all my life, I have wanted to be just like you. You are my hero, my protector. The patience my family has provided me has helped me achieve many of my high school goals. I hope to have made you proud with what I have accomplished thus far. As Superman says, up, up, and away. Although families do not want to see their children leave, you must trust in us that we will soar and carry the strength that you have provided for us. Third, our friends. I identify friends with Batman. While most superheroes have superpowers, Batman relies on his martial arts, skills, intellect, technology, and physical strength, all of which many of you display. I'm sorry for those of you who have witnessed my many phases throughout life. From middle school to now, at least I stuck with the black attire. In heartbreak, hardships, sadness, and drama, and many other life events, you have been by my side. You were my Robin, leading me into some of my best and most embarrassing moments. I know in my heart that all of you will amount to great things. Do what makes you happy, and not what makes others happy. It is time for you to be who you really want to be, and live your best life. Each of you are talented, intelligent, and worth so much more than you give yourself credit for. Please be proud of yourself for being able to walk the stage today. You have demonstrated your own power in your own way. In closing, we are growing up. It is time for us to leave our mark on the world by becoming heroes for others and remembering to be grateful for the everyday heroes in our lives. I hope you leave here today remembering what Batman said. It's not who I am that is underneath, but what I have done that defines me. So be super and share your power.
Thank you, Caitlin, for your thoughtful words. Okay, seniors, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Please stand. Dr. Hernandez, if you would please come forward. Dr. Hernandez, I present to you this graduating class of 2020 for certification. I hereby declare that they have met the requirements for graduation as established by the Texas Education Agency and the local school board policy.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. Distinguished guests, parents, friends, and relatives of our 2020 graduates. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Corpus Christi Independent School District, and upon assurance from Dr. Rodriguez, the principal of Harold T. Branch Academy, and her faculty, that this class has completed the requirements for graduation prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Corpus Christi Independent School District, it becomes my privilege to certify the 2019-2020 graduating class of Branch Academy. It is with great pleasure that I recommend that this year's graduating class of Branch Academy be awarded their diplomas at this time. Congratulations to all of you.
Seniors may be seated, except for those in the first row, who will proceed up to the stage, while I'm going to ask lead counselor, Mrs. Melissa Mayak, to join the podium as we prepare to showcase your diplomas.
Is this on? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Samantha Michelle Adams, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Eileen Michelle Alanis Vega, Del Mar College. Dylan Ray Alvarez, summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Haid Matiel Alvarez, summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Hi, Fatima. Fatima Abigail Balboa, Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Jenalee Denise Besserell. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Chloe Elizabeth Bethards. Magna cum laude, Del Mar College. Sarah Marie Calloway. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Natalia Cantu Canales. University of Houston, downtown. Francisco Isaías Chaveta Mesa. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Dawn Marie Childry. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. In absence, Pablo Colchado, cum laude, Del Mar College. Jenalee Columna Ramirez. Cum laude, Del Mar College. In absence, Matthew Ray Compion, Del Mar College. Maya Elizabeth Correa. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Priscilla Sarahi Cruz. Summa cum laude, University of Texas at San Antonio. Sorry. Patricia Isabel Cuestas. Cum laude, Del Mar College. Philomena Grace DeCastro. Magna cum laude, Del Mar College. Alyssa J. DeLeon, Salutatorian. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Caitlin Danielle DeLeon. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Carlos De Leon IV. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Fanny Darinka Dueñas Ponteo. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Katrina Harley Fuentes. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Kingsville. Citlali Guadalupe Garza. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Jennifer Adrian Gibson. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Justine Lynn Gomez. Summa cum laude, University of Houston. Brandon Michael Gonzalez. Summa cum laude, University of Houston. Jason Andrew Gonzalez. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Kingsville. Miriam Geda Rashidi. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Jasmine Dorea Gutierrez. Cum laude, Del Mar College. Nicole Dorea Gutierrez. Cum laude, Del Mar College. Sierra Morgan Hall. Summa cum laude, United States Army. Jonah Charles Hamilton. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Amanda Blair Helsell. Summa cum laude, St. Leo University. Antonio Michael Hernandez. Summa cum laude, University of Wyoming. Peter Hernandez III. Magna cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Tristan Ethan Herrera. Magna cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. In absence, military duty, Joseph Anthony Jenkins. United States Marine Corps. Donovan Johnson. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas at San Antonio. Courtney Nicole Leal. Magna cum laude, Del Mar College. Alyssa Nicole Listrom. Magna cum laude, Academy of Art University. Grecia Areli Lopez. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Lindsay Lee McNeil. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Cassandra Celeste Mendoza. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas at San Antonio. Ana Lilia Monjadas Gonzalez. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Caitlin Whitney Moreno, valedictorian. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Lemarie Olaed Patia. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Noel Alejandro Perales. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Alexa Perez. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. In memory of our friend and student, Chance Perez, cum laude. In absence, Hannah Celeste Perez. Summa cum laude, University of Incarnate Word. Elena Rose Pons. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Dawson Hamilton Proctor. Summa cum laude, Truckee Meadow Community College. Michael Matthew Reyes. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Miranda Raquel Rodriguez. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Danielle Victoria Saldana. Cum laude, Del Mar College. Nicholas Ryan Salgado. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas at San Antonio. Jesslyn Nicole Sanchez. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas at San Antonio. Matthew Sanchez. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Alan Daniel San Miguel. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Brianna Renee Santos. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Diamond Ray Solis. Summa cum laude, the University of Texas at San Antonio. Louis Cardell Tanner III. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Micah Dylan Taylor. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Brandon Michael Trevino. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M, Kingsville. Jose Angel Villanueva. Summa cum laude, Del Mar College. Felicity Renee Woodson. Summa cum laude, Texas A&M University.
Graduates, if you could please stand. At this time, you may officially move your tassel from right to left, signifying the declaration of completion. Congratulations to the Harold T. Branch Academy Class of 2020. Please remain standing for the closing address given by Matthew Sanchez, Student Council President, followed by the HTB Promise and your senior song.
Hey everyone, feels like I haven't been here in like 5 minutes. It's not listed here, but it's just something that I really wanted to say, and it comes from like a really heartfelt place. I've spent time with a lot of you, and I just need you to know I don't regret a single second of it, no matter who you are. I cherished our time together, and I always will. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank all of the parents, family members, faculty, and staff that have contributed to our successes and for making the ceremony possible. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. At this time, please turn your attention to your graduation program on page 7 and read along with me as I recite the HTB Promise. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only for the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own, to forget the mistakes of the past and to press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile, to give so much to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. To think well of yourself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but in great deeds. To live in the faith that the whole world is on your side, so long as you are true to the best that is in you. Congratulations, Chargers. We did it.
As we continue to grow traditions at Harold T. Branch Academy, each year the senior class chooses a song that best represents their years in high school. Although there were many likings, there's one song that will forever have a different meaning for this particular class. This song represents a unity amongst this class that we've never seen before. If you could please have your attention to the board. The song is Lean on Me by Bill Withers. As you listen and read or speak, you can face each other, give symbols, signals, shout outs, high fives, or simply peace for all of what you have contributed together.